Ever had that burning desire, that itch to create something cinematic? Ever wanted to make a film, to tell a story through moving images? But then reality hits. You think you need a massive budget, a sprawling crew of professionals, and access to all the latest, most expensive equipment? I used to think so too. The traditional filmmaking model felt so out of reach. But this is 2025, and everything has changed. With free AI tools becoming increasingly powerful and accessible everywhere, the landscape of filmmaking is being completely rewritten. I challenged myself. Could I actually make a compelling short film completely from scratch, spending absolutely nothing on software or specialized tools? Could I harness the power of AI to bring a story to life without breaking the bank? My idea, Echoes of Tomorrow, started with a simple, yet intriguing question, a seed of an idea that began to sprout and grow. What if someone, living in a stark and lonely future, suddenly received fragmented, cryptic messages from their past self? What impact would that have on their present and their perception of reality? I knew I needed to keep the story simple, focusing on one central character, Alara, living in a minimalist, almost sterile future apartment. Her life takes an unexpected turn when she discovers an old, forgotten device that plays back fragmented memories, echoes of a life she once lived. I decided to focus primarily on mood and atmosphere, creating a sense of mystery and intrigue, rather than relying on complex plot twists and convoluted narratives. To achieve this, I planned everything meticulously, structuring the film into 3 distinct acts, carefully outlining the key scenes and pivotal moments, and creating a detailed mood board filled with specific colors, visual styles, and textures that would define the film's aesthetic. This thorough prep work was absolutely crucial to the success of the project. With a clear and well-defined vision, I knew I could effectively guide the AI tools, ensuring that they served my creative goals rather than simply generating random or incoherent results. My ultimate goal was to create a cohesive and emotionally resonant film, a piece of art that told a meaningful story, and not just a superficial tech demo showcasing the capabilities of AI. With my foundation firmly set, and a clear roadmap in place, I felt ready to dive headfirst into the exciting and uncharted world of free AI filmmaking. With my idea locked, I assembled my free AI toolkit, my digital crew. For writing, I used ChatGPT 3.5 for visuals, Leonardo AI for voiceover, 11 Labs for music and sound, AIVA, and for editing, CapCut. Each tool had a specific role, like casting the right actor for each part. Leonardo AI S free tier gave me control over visual style, while 11 Labs delivered emotive voiceovers. CapCut, though known for social media, was perfect for animating images and stitching everything together. This toolkit became my zero-budget, AI-powered film studio. Writing the script was my first creative step in bringing Alara's world to life. It was a daunting task, staring at a blank page, but I knew I had a story to tell. I decided to experiment and fed my initial story concept into ChatGPT, curious to see what it would generate. I wasn't looking for it to write the script for me, but rather to act as a sounding board. I approached it treating it like a co-writer, a partner in the creative process, not just a script generator spitting out generic ideas. I wanted a true collaboration. I began by outlining the 3 acts, carefully structuring the narrative arc, and identifying key plot points. This provided a solid foundation for the AI to build upon. Then, I drilled down into individual scenes, breaking them down into their essential components, setting, characters, and action. I used prompts to explore specific details like Alara's lonely routine, the quiet moments that defined her existence. I also prompted for poetic, fragmented messages from her past, glimpses into the memories that haunted her. These details added depth and texture to the story. The AI's suggestions were often surprisingly beautiful, offering unexpected turns of phrase and evocative imagery, but I always edited and refined them, shaping the AI's output to match my vision and ensuring that the script remained true to the story I wanted to tell. I used prompts to explore visual metaphors and emotional beats, searching for ways to convey Alara's inner world through cinematic language. For example, I explored showing Alara's fear and hesitation by having her hesitate to wipe dust from the mysterious device, a subtle action that spoke volumes. This constant back and forth, this iterative process, made the script a true human-AI collaboration, a blend of creativity and technology. The AI brought speed, efficiency, and a seemingly endless stream of creative possibilities to the table. I brought direction, emotional depth, and the human heart that gave the story its soul. Together, we crafted a script that felt both deeply personal and undeniably cinematic, a testament to the power of collaboration in the age of AI. With the script ready, I turned to Leonardo AI to create storyboards, one for every shot. Consistency was key, so I developed a master prompt for style cinematic minimalist sci-fi, soft lighting, cool blues, and warm oranges. For each shot, I tweaked details, camera angles, expressions, and actions, generating multiple options and picking the best. To keep Alara's look consistent, I used a reference image for all generations. Organizing images by scene and shot, I built a visual timeline for the film. This process let me art direct every frame, even without a camera. The result, a cohesive, visually striking world, ready for animation. AI made it possible to storyboard and shoot my film entirely for free. Sound was just as vital as visuals. I used 11 labs for the voiceover, choosing a warm, ethereal voice and tweaking it for emotional realism. For sound effects, I mixed free online libraries with AI-generated textures from AIVA, creating a futuristic, organic soundscape. AIVA also composed the film's ambient piano score, matching the mood and timing it to key moments. I edited everything in Audacity, layering voice, effects, and music for a rich, immersive audio experience. No composer, no voice actor, just AI and creativity. The result, a soundscape that brought echoes of tomorrow to life. With all the visuals and audio elements finally in place, the real magic began. It was time to dive into the editing process, where the story would truly take shape. In CapCut, my editing software of choice, I began by sequencing the storyboard images. This initial arrangement served as the backbone of the film, providing a clear roadmap for the narrative flow. Then, to breathe life into these still images, I used keyframe animations, specifically the Ken Burns effect, to add subtle motion and a cinematic feel. This technique allowed me to create the illusion of movement and depth, drawing the viewer deeper into the story. Next, I carefully layered in the voiceover, ensuring it synced perfectly with the visuals. Then came the music, and a variety of carefully selected sound effects, carefully balancing each element to create a rich and immersive auditory experience. The goal was to enhance the emotional impact of each scene without overpowering the narrative. CapCut's AI features, like auto captions, not only saved time but also ensured accessibility for a wider audience. And the subtle film grain effects subtly enhanced the film's futuristic yet nostalgic vibe, adding a layer of visual texture and depth. Editing became a fascinating dance between my creative vision and the tool's capabilities, pushing the boundaries of what was possible. The process was iterative, generating new ideas, constantly refining the edit, and carefully curating each moment until everything seamlessly fit together. The finished film ultimately proved that true creativity isn't limited by budget constraints or high-end gear. My advice is to start simple, learn to effectively guide the AI tools, and always be ready to experiment with new techniques. The future of filmmaking is undeniably here, and it's now open and accessible to everyone with a story to tell.